Hi, welcome back to another episode of Deep Within the Man Cave. I've been postponing putting up a video. Um, wasn't really sure what I was going to talk about. I was sort of dealing with some stuff. I wanted to think it through so that I could bring my full thoughts on this topic and stuff like that, and just situations of things that have been going on. I've been feeling a little upset, frustrated this past little while. It started when it was my son's birthday, and his birthdays are never going to be the same. His birthdays now consist of me and his mother and his brother, and then my side of the family one day and her side of the family the next day. And it frustrates me. It pisses me off. And I guess I sort of realized that even though our marriage broke up for obvious reasons, I am not completely not to blame for some of the things that have happened, and I take full responsibility for that. But it was not my choice to break up the family. Wasn't my choice for my wife to move out. Those were her decisions. She made those on her own, and in turn, I guess robbed my son. This is just the way I think of it. Robbed my son of a normal birthday with, everybody like together all at once. And that sort of pissed me off because my sons didn't ask for this, and they don't want mom and dad to break up, and that kind of stuff. So it got me thinking of more of the effects of parents splitting up, and more of the effects on the kids and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I want to talk about in this video, and I also want to touch base on what I've heard called leveling up. So first of all, I know separation and divorce and all that stuff is really hard on each individual. I know for a fact because I've lived through it, and now I'm unfortunately living through it. My children are living through it. So I know what it feels like. And it's not fun. There's a feeling of constant having to choose between mom and dad, and stuff like that. That doesn't go away. I'm 43 years old, and it still comes into occurrence in my relationship with my mom and my father, and events that we have around the house or had around the house, and stuff like that. And so I know what my sons are going through. I know that their mother loves them more than anything, and I love them more than anything in this world. So we are working very well together to make sure that they understand that, and um, you know, have the easiest transition possible. But I know from experience, and I know a lot of people feel this way, that it does. It feels like you can't like this person or that person because it might hurt the other person's feelings, um, and stuff like that. So that's kind of what we're dealing with at this point with my ex-wife's boyfriend, um, and all that kind of stuff. So um, my kids want me to be able to, come over, whatever. I'm always going to be their dad, but at this point in my life, I don't feel comfortable being the nice guy to this idiot. That's who I'll call him. I think he could be a very nice guy. I'm not going to mouth him here, because I'm not that person. He did what he did, and obviously has no morals that I agree with. So, whatever. The past is the past. I'm not living there anymore. But it does affect my children, and that's what pisses me off. I have a lot of anger towards my wife's actions. And the actions that ex-wife, sorry, that has happened that, caused, a situation for my children that they should never have been put in. So it's come to my attention that they think, my boys think that when I finally meet this guy, that I'm going to kick his ass. It's not true. He's not worth it. Part of me, wants to, but it's not going to do anything. It won't make me feel better. And this is part of the leveling up. So I've done a lot of thinking and realized that I was still putting energy into something that I didn't even believe in anymore, and why I was doing this. So now I am in the process of leveling up, from what I understand. Well, the term that I heard. So I've known for a while that through the situation that happened, that my ex and I are not getting back together. I don't want to get back together with her current, who she is currently. She's not anybody that I want to deal with. I don't recognize her. Whatever. Not saying it's totally impossible, but with this current state, I know I deserve better, and that's what is going to happen. So there's been a lot of anger on my part. How could you do this to our family? You're only thinking about yourself. Do you not realize that these actions have effects on these people and stuff like that? And some things I don't think she thinks about, but the thing of it is she's no longer my wife, and I can't let her decisions bother me, because then she's still controlling my life. I'm still putting energy into her decisions, that don't directly affect me. They affect my children, or could possibly affect my children, which is my only concern right now is my boys. So I realized I was putting a lot of, well, if I say this or if I say that, um, then you know she'll get upset and she'll probably say something or do something in retaliation or something like that, or get upset, or the one I've always heard is, "Oh, you always like this," and all this stuff. Well, you know what? I'm not. I'm not like that anymore. I used to be very angry, and I would snap at everybody, and just for no reason, and I didn't know why. But I've dealt with that issue. I've found out why it was like that, and I haven't done that in over a year. But she hasn't been around for over a year, so she doesn't see that. So she still thinks that I'm the same person, which is her loss. She made her choice. That's her loss. I know I'm better, and I know I am in a way better place than I was even when we were married. These things happen for reasons, I guess, and I kind of realized that I was very unhappy for sort of the past 3 years of my marriage, and it took this to figure out who I am again, and I guess reinvent myself, level up to the person that I want to be. So that's sort of what I've been thinking and dealing with the last month. So I want only the best for my kids. I'm not at a point where I want to be friends with this guy, but he is involved in their life, and sometimes I just have to, I'm gonna be the bigger person and, bite the bullet, and, have a talk with him, it's not worth holding a grudge over something that is pointless, is worthless. It doesn't he doesn't bring any value to my life. So why am I giving them all this power? He's kind of like a mosquito. He's just there. You just deal with it. And that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. I want the best for my kids. I want my children to see that me and their mother can get along, and if that means I have to get along with her boyfriend, well, then that's what it takes. Doesn't mean I have to like him, because a part of me will never like him. The only thing I can think of is that if he's good to my kids, they're totally fine if they like him. I have no problems with that. The only problem I would ever have is if he did something to my kids. And that's like any person. Doesn't matter who he is. And I know every parent is the exact same. So I realized that putting effort into hate, into anger, into disliking somebody is giving them power. It's taking away your power to be who you want to be, because you're concerning this energy on that thing. And it could be work, it could be relationships, it could be anything. So it's time to realize, like, just because I don't like the situation, what had happened, and I feel like I was dropped like a piece of garbage, I was actually able to tell her this the other day in a phone call, and the relief that it got out, because it doesn't matter. Like, my feelings are my feelings. She doesn't know how I feel. She doesn't get to choose how I feel, and neither does anybody else in your life. Your feelings are your feelings, and they're true. Do I wish that people would, feel the same pain that I felt? Um, you know, no, because it fucking sucked. It destroyed me. She single-handedly destroyed what I thought. But that's, I had issues and stuff like that, so she's not totally to blame. Things could have been handled properly, but whatever. I'm not getting into those details. So I am choosing not to give her and this guy any more of my power or any more of my thought. The past is the past. I'm moving forward. I'm leveling up. And by doing this, even though it's it was out of my control, I don't have to like it, but I don't have to give it any more attention, right? I know I will find somebody. I know that life will be good. I know I'll be able to live the life that I want to live, for me and for my boys. And that's my plan. I have, instead of taking this energy of frustration, hate, and anger towards her and him that I've had, and frustration, it's I've put it into my work, which has now, there was always sort of an unspoken tension between me and her about me starting my own business. And now, that's what I do, and I've become quite successful. In the last, 5 months, my work has tripled. And that's just because I'm not even full in yet. I'm still working on that. But I'm putting more of my effort into that. And it's tenfold coming back at me. And that's the way anything works. If you put more effort or you go 100% in on a relationship, it's going to come back at you 100%. If you put 5% in, you might be lucky to get 5% out. So the whole thing about with this leveling up is there is something on the other side of fear and fear is what stops everybody from leveling up, because your mind automatically goes into the negative, oh, this could happen, oh, if I do go all in on this, I might lose all this money or something like that. That's true. That's a possibility. But you could also triple your money. You could also meet people that can put you into positions that you never thought were possible. So I heard this yesterday, and this is why I'm sort of talking about it this morning, is instead of being afraid of the unknown, be excited about it. Just flip that. Because the unknown is scary. And that's what we're sort of trained to think. But flip it around. It's exciting. You're right. I don't know who I'm going to meet. I don't know what opportunities. But if you're excited about something, different opportunities present themselves. And you just got to go for it. Because in all honesty, the majority of the time, on the other side of that thing that's a little scary to do, is something so much better and so unexpected that you didn't know was even possible. So I'm feeling that right now. I let go. I was tired of being that person that was putting energy into something that wasn't giving anything in return, and I'm leveling up, and it's already 100 times better than it was 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. It is that quick. You have to make that decision to go for it no matter what, and it's exciting. Like, these challenges are exciting for me to work on. I'm excited to meet new people, to venture into things that I haven't done yet, because you never know. You don't know. And if you're letting fear hold you back, you just don't, you're robbing yourself. Now, it's hard. You have to get to a point where you're just plain tired of where you currently are, and anything is better than where you are. And then once you reach this point, you start looking at fear, the things that scare you, as challenges and as excitement, and it's just a way better mindset. Are things going to work out perfectly? No. Am I okay with that? Yes, because when things don't work out, that's an opportunity to take that as a challenge to figure something out. And yeah, so leveling up is a decision, and the decision is comes easiest when you are tired of where you are and putting your energy into something that is essentially just a funnel and going nowhere. So I want everyone to think about their current situations, think about what they're not happy with, thinking about, if you change something, where would you be? What is the good possibility? Get excited about that and go for it. Fear can be your friend. It's exciting. So yeah, everybody, hopefully you got something out of this. I know, as divorced father or a separated father, that it's tough. It's tough to move on. It's tough to be a single parent. It really is. And because there's so much more you got to worry about, or you think about. You don't necessarily have to worry about it, but you think about it. And I get it. I live it every day. But I get to choose what I put my energy into. It's dictated by me, not the other person, not their mother. So think about that, and put your energies into your kids, into yourself, into your future, and just everybody look at where you're at and where you want to go, and do it. Level up. It's scary, yes, but it can be very good for you, and bring on so many opportunities that you didn't even know existed, because you deserve it. You deserve to live the best life, your best life. So this one went a little long. Hopefully there's some stuff that you like in this, and maybe it helped you out, or at least made you realize that you're not alone as a single parent or anything like that. Please like and subscribe, share it with your friends. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments under the videos, or if you don't wish to do that, you can send an email to deepwithinthemancave@gmail.com, and I will get back to you. Until then, check in on each other, and have a good day. And remember, level up. It's good stuff. Scary, it can be good. Talk soon.